Hello and welcome to T Academy. In today's lecture we'll see how circuit analysis can be simplified using the principle of superposition. Now superposition can only be applied if the network we are solving is linear. In fact, for a system to be linear, it should obey homogeneity and superposition. I covered both of these in my lecture on linear systems from my lecture series on signal and system. You can click the link here and watch the video to understand linear systems in detail. So just keep in mind that principle of superposition, which we'll see here, doesn't apply to all circuits and networks that we see. This principle is only applicable when the system is linear. So if I have a linear circuit like this, for example, I have a 24 volt battery connected to a 6 ohm resistor, then a 15 ohm resistor here, then I have a 1 amp current source in parallel with a 10 ohm resistor. Let's say we are interested in finding the current through the 10 ohm resistor. Now there are several ways by which we can solve this circuit. We can have loop currents in each of these meshes. We have seen loop analysis in detail. You can watch the video in the link to see how to apply loop analysis. Or we can write node voltage equations. But in this case, the best way to solve this circuit is by using principle of superposition, which basically says that if you have an input x1 of t, which leads to an output y1 of t, and another input x2 of t, which leads to an output y2 of t, then for a system which obeys superposition principle, if I apply these two inputs as a combination, then the output would be simply y1 of t plus y2 of t. So in this circuit, as you can see, I have two sources, a 24 volt battery and a 1 ampere current source. So we can apply these sources separately and then combine the two to get the total response. So let's see what happens when we only apply the 24 volt source and we open the 1 ampere current source. The circuit in this case would look like 24 volts here and 6 ohm resistor, 15 ohms, and then this current source is open, and then a 10 ohm resistor here. So we are interested in finding this current through the 10 ohm resistor. So let's call this current I1, because we'll find another current I2 and then sum up both the currents to find the total current I. Now the quickest way to solve for this current is first to find out the total current supplied by the battery and then apply current division at this point, because this total current from the battery will divide into these two branches. So we'll apply current division here. So the total current supplied from the battery, battery let's say, would be 24 divided by 6 plus a parallel combination of 15 and 10. The parallel combination of 15 and 10 is 6 ohms. So 24 by 12 is 2 amps. So 2 amps flow to this point. So 2M at this point gets divided into 15 ohm resistor and the 10 ohm resistor. So applying current division at this node, I1 will equal 15 divided by 15 plus 10 multiplied by 2. This equals 15 over 25, which is 3 by 5 into 2, and this equals 6 by 5 or 1.2 amps. So I1 is equal to 1.2 ampere, which is the response due to the 24 volt battery. So let's see what's the response when the 24 volt battery is shorted and only the 1 ampere current source is applied. So in this case, the circuit will look like this. This 24 volt battery is shorted, so 6 ohms, then a 15 ohms here, one amp current source, and a 10 ohm resistor here. So parallel combination of 15 and 6 comes in parallel with 10, and in this case the current through the 10 ohm resistor, let's call it I2. The parallel combination of 15 and 6 equals 6 into 15 divided by 6 plus 15. So this would be 90 divided by 21, which is 30 divided by 7. And now the circuit can be redrawn as 1 amp, 30 by 7, 10 ohm, and we have to find I2. Again, applying current division like before, current through the 10 ohm resistor would be equal to current in the other branch divided by 30 by 7 plus 10 into 1. So this would become 30 by 7 divided by 100 divided by 7, which comes out as 0.3 ampere. So this is I2. So now from the principle of superposition, we have found out the two responses. Due to the 24 volt battery, current I1 comes out as 1.2 ampere, and due to the 1 ampere current source, I2 comes out as 0.3 ampere. Now when both of these are applied simultaneously, like in this circuit, the response is simply the sum of these two currents, and I equals 1.2 plus 0.3, which is equal to 1.5 amperes. So you see how simple the analysis became when we applied the principle of superposition. We didn't have to write any loop equations or find the node voltages in the circuit. So that's it for today's lecture. I'll see you in another video with some other topic related to circuit analysis.